hello.
Hey,
Hi, Chris. How you
hi.
doing?
How are you?
I'm good. You're too soft. I'm turning you up. Awesome.
Am I?
No.
Oh,
That was on my side because the music was like, I was really
oh,
jamming. I was
yeah.
blasting my ears. Thank you
Gotcha,
for
gotcha.
joining us on the best thing you watched this week, whether you're watching live or on the kind of the recording the next day that we release. General format is the same as it usually is. We talk about the best things that we watched. We talk about our Patreon at the beginning and say, look, we got loads of stuff on our Patreon. There's about 95 videos in there. It all starts at £1.
Oh,
Check it in the description. You can join us. We've got a great community there. This week is going to be an interesting one because I think I had more poop. Well, maybe it was a bit balanced. Yeah, okay. There was poop that stood out to me. That's why
oh,
it's marring the really good stuff.
gotcha,
But we also
gotcha.
have really good stuff to talk about, and I
Yes.
think Chris, ours is going to vary a little bit this week.
I think they will because my two, as of right now, I've not had an opportunity to do reviews on them yet.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we get like exclusive
Yeah.
content. Also, talking about an exclusive, I will be talking about the first episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, the embargo is not up, so I won't be doing a review for it, but I will be doing the social reaction as to just initial thoughts on it. So if you want to hear, if you're a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, coming up during this live session, I'll be talking about that a bit. But for now, let's go to the comments and see who's joined us, Chris.
Absolutely. We got Mr. Flickster. Hey, Chris, how are you? Good to see you. Niket, good morning or good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you're at. So, hey, the Sargastic Geek. Hi, Son of Solus? Soils. Son of Soils.
Oh, Son of
That's it.
Soils.
There we go. Okay. Hey, Ashatosh, I think. Yep.
Nice.
And what Juice? Hey, welcome back. That's awesome. Midnight there. Oh my gosh.
Midnight.
Okay.
All
Well, thank you
right.
for
Well,
staying up.
thanks for.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have Ashtosh. I have watched all of season 4 of True Detective.
And I've seen half of it. And we did talk about it on a couple of previous streams. So if you want to go and check out the time codes and that, and you want to hear our thoughts on it, you can hear us talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. It's fun. So, all right. 9 p.m. there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everybody's watching at night. It's 8 a.m. in California. So that's so wild to me. But
It's
that's
just 4
awesome.
p.m. Yeah, so we really are like all over the world
Yeah.
doing this.
Well, hey, we appreciate you. 11 a.m. sarcastic. Yep. There you
Okay.
go. Yeah. Somebody on the AM side. Um, watch Slow Horses. Sweet. 11 a.m. for Mr. Flickster. 16:04. Okay. David, yeah, because you're over in the
It's in the UK.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Bunny Dojo, still our favorite name ever.
Still the best name ever. Yeah.
Hey there, 11 a.m. in New York. This is cool to see where everybody's at too. So
Yeah, it
that's
is.
fun.
It's really great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we think
How's everybody's weeks going? Let us know in the comments as we talk. It'll be great to hear from you guys. We'll be talking about a number of things, but if there's stuff you want us to talk about in entertainment, news, and movies, TV, let us know, and we will get to those. Chris,
yes.
movie quote quizzes.
Movie quote quiz.
Who
Yes.
won? Who won last week?
Oh gosh, we had a number of people. That was fun.
Okay.
So, okay. Tara Briscoe got all three. Yasi Sufi got 2 out of 3. Nostromo got 2 out of 3. Red
Right.
Comet got 2 out of 3.
Wow.
But then Chris Retzlaff came in, not
Right.
only got all 3,
Yeah.
but got the theme as well.
Oh, okay. So that did stump me because I thought the theme was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, nobody else got it, and I was like, "Oh
Okay.
wow, hey, good for you," because it was obscure.
All right.
Okay, so let's see here. Sorry, so it's just starring some comments so we don't miss them. So it's the answers were Judge Dredd, Total Recall, and The Wicker Man.
Judge Dredd, Total Recall, and The Wicker Man. So I got the first two. I didn't get The Wicker Man.
Okay.
What,
Do you know the
what's
theme?
what's the theme? What is the theme?
Movies that have been remade.
Ah, I should have got that. Yeah.
And there's so many
Actually,
more that I could have chosen too.
yeah.
But
I think it's because I didn't know the third one that it like stumped me. I was like, what is this? How they connected? Yeah.
yeah. No, well, and the connection is stupid, really. I mean, so, okay. You ready for this week's?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Come on, guys, in the comments, let's get them.
I think this is going to be more like cheating, because it's going to be like everybody hive mind. Okay. No, okay. Number one.
All right.
Just tell Grace that that I'll always be with her. Okay? Can you do that? Number two. If you only look where you can't go, you'll miss the riches below. And let's see. Sorry, I had to go back and start some more comments. Number three. This is the best bad idea we have, sir, by far.
Wow. I know them, but I don't know them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I understand that. Yep. So let us know in the comments if you're watching the replay or in the chat. But, oh, you know what? I forgot to write down the time code. We'll call that, Ruben, do you have a question, though?
Yeah. Why do studios have to campaign for the film to be nominated for an Oscar rather than the film being watched for its merit? So, for an example, A24 campaigned for a particular film at the beginning of the year to be nominated. I think that was Past Lives. They had to do this big campaign, and then the Oscars were like, okay, we'll take a film and look at it, and then go, okay, yes, we will put that up in our list of films that will be nominated for an Oscar for whatever. And then A24, very late in the year, put the Iron Claw up, and because it was so late, they didn't get nominated for a single Oscar. Nothing. The Iron Claw. And if anybody knows anything about the Iron Claw, they know the quality, and it's unjust that hasn't been nominated for anything. But the fact that you have to do their jobs for them, the fact that they don't have throughout the year a number of people whose job it is to watch big studios films, put them in categories, then to go to them and say, this is what we have for this one's, and a number of people. The fact that that's not how it's done, rather than, hey, let's campaign for this, that seems like a very wrong way to do it. But I'm interested in your thoughts on it.
I think, well, some of it, kind of like how we had talked about RRR and how India chose the category that they were going to put that in.
Yeah.
I think some of them campaign, like the studio or the producers or whatever, campaign for certain categories. Like, because we even heard that Barbie had moved out of original screenplay and then went to adapted screenplay, something like that. So I think having somebody else outside of that put it into a category might be a disservice to those that created it. But I think that if you are a member of the Academy and you're a voting member, then you should have to watch all the films.
Yeah. That's part of your job. That's every evening, sit down and watch one. It's not going to be exactly hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, because this is, especially, and I don't know how the nomination process works, but I do know that, because I see people, critics and stuff that get the FYC, the for your consideration, titles, that are sent to them.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's fine also, but that does rely on the companies to get them there, which maybe could speak to also a larger problem where movies have not become available in certain areas for the voting members to see that. And that,
it just seems like a very broken system, because if you're like an indie film, you don't really have a studio to back you. But is exceptional, that then there's no way for the world to know that this film is exceptional above the big studio budget ones. I often will go, I saw this film this year, it was incredible, but the one they've put up for Best Picture is nowhere near the caliber of that one. And so, like, what is happening with their system is so very broken.
Well, yeah, it is, and
I mean, obviously that's subjective, like my opinion, but I think that's a thing that lots of people have said for quite a while.
Yeah, and it is a shame that certain things, especially as they come out towards the end of the year, they could get ignored. But we also know that a lot of the time, the things that come out at the end of the year are those Oscar bait ones, because they're trying to be top of mind versus the thing that came out in February. You know, I don't know.
Because there's that joke, like, if you want to win an Oscar, make sure you're playing someone that has special needs, is a paraplegic, is a person of color, and or gay or bi, and then you're guaranteed to win, like, the best Oscar. That's how you win. And I hope that isn't the category, but that's the joke that, you know, that goes around.
That is terrible if that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's not even then, that's just pandering. You know what I mean? Like, I think to what was it? A Peanut Butter Falcon. You know, cast a lead with Down syndrome. And, you know,
that
it
film was incredible.
And he was awesome too.
Yeah,
but
he was so
but
good.
it's not even about the what am I trying to say? You
It's
know,
not Oscar bait. It was just a
it wasn't
genuinely
written
good
so that
film.
let's do this.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Cruise had like Oscars in mind when he did Born on the 4th of July. It just happened. So it takes away the expertise, the job that they're doing by putting that on it. Anyway, should we go to the comments and see what people think? And
yes, let me write down a time code here just so that we can.
So you'll need to back up a few pages.
I've got them all starred, so I know where we left off.
Oh, cool.
Yes, because that was important. I didn't want to miss anything, because what we did is we had asked about people's where they were at and stuff. Sarav, it's 10 p.m. in India. Mr. Flickster is in Niagara Falls.
Nice.
Sarcastic Geek is in New Jersey. Let's see here. Juice watched Retribution last night. Liam Neeson.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Okay.
Was it the same as all of the others?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Ruben, this is specifically for you from Son of Soils. Is Halo... Oh, no, it's not a question. It's a comment. Halo is moving too fast.
I prefer it, though, this season. I know it feels a bit faster, but last season felt a bit drawn out, so the pacing is definitely quicker. But with the story where they're going, they are kind of gunning it. Maybe they think they're only getting second season. So.
Or maybe they're amping up the action and everything and the storytelling so that they can maybe get more people engaged.
Yeah, maybe.
Shiny. Hola, ¿cómo está? Just got off work. Oh, wow. Well, I'm curious where you're at. Maybe you, so awesome to have you here regardless. Sarcastic Geek saying Nick Cage. Problem with the comments sometimes is that we don't have any context for what, but that's
you
all
want
we
to take
needed,
his
Ruben.
face off? No more drugs for that man.
Oh, Mr. Flickster saw the masterpiece that is Madam Web. Well, hey, stick around because we will be talking about that at some point. Yeah, not because it's great.
It's a work of art.
Yes. Like Lisa Frankenstein and Marmalade. I've not heard of Marmalade. Hated. Wait for it, Madam Web. Yeah. The ticket and dinner. Oh my gosh, Sarcastic Geek had a dinner and the movie paid for it.
Still wasn't enough.
I gotta tell you, because Lisa Frankenstein doesn't come out for like 2 more weeks for you, right?
Yeah, so first, literally the same day as June. Yeah.
Yeah, which that sucks and that's stupid. My wife and I, we can't wait to buy it. to watch it again.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, all of our kids went and saw it at separate times, and everybody loved it. Just had a blast with it.
Nice.
So I'm like,
okay, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be good.
yeah. Let's see here. What are we looking forward to? Are really excited about this month, which we will be talking about later in the podcast. Have you watched the trailer for The Regime? I have. I also have the screeners, but have not watched it yet. So I'm excited for that because it looks crazy, and it's another Kate Winslet on HBO.
Yeah, it's a HBO Kate Winslet, so that's normally a winning combination.
Yeah. Did you see Mayor of Windtown?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. Mayortown.
Mayor of Easttown?
Easttown? Yeah, I know exactly what. Yeah, I did see it.
Okay.
It was excellent. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Very good.
That scene when they go in the house towards the end of the series, my jaw was on the ground. I was so pissed and shocked and everything. Ashutosh, okay, I'm not going to say that out loud, but great guess. Let's see. Awards always coming to campaigning. Yeah, they do. All right, to answer your question, Ruben.
Okay. I heard it was a campaign.
Not about the quality of films, popularity contest. On a lot of those, that is absolutely
Does
correct.
feel like it, yeah.
Yeah. Peanut Butter Falcon, yeah, a lot of fun. It was a good movie. Really hated hated Retribution and couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. There's a bunch of Neeson movies after Taken 1 that was just not great.
He fell into a groove. Because
after editing and Taken 3, it was just like, oh, good lord.
Yeah, a lot of them are the same. So Shiny's in LA, awesome. Zed, hello, welcome.
Hey Zed.
Let's see. Niket says would recommend watching Escape at Donamara. Oh, I've heard that's really good. Escape at Donamara. It's Donamora. Sorry for all the Irish people. Benicio del Toro, Paul Dano.
Great cast.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No, it's a series. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I've
put
heard
that on the
about
list.
it.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you guys watch this? No, I have not watched the Serbian film.
Yeah, and I don't intend to.
No.
Ever.
Nope. Retribution was very much like a cross between Taken and The Commuter. Oh, okay. That's all we need to know.
And as good as those.
Hey, Taken was great.
Taken was great, and The Commuter was a film.
Yes. I saw that as I started out reviewing movies on YouTube. Bunny Dojo, movies I love never get nominated. Category most entertaining. And only purchased 3 movies last year: Dungeons and Dragons, Guardians 3, and Strays.
I see. I'm yet to watch Strays.
Me too. That's the only one I haven't seen.
Bunny Dojo, is it good? Is it actually funny, or is it just all the funny is in the trailer and it comes off cheesy? That was what I was worried about.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's like the raunchy comedy type thing. So if you love it, then that type of thing.
Yeah, sarcastic geek. Yeah, he says he didn't like Strays.
Juice was okay-ish.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I did wonder about that.
Sarcastic geek mad at themselves. Hey, it's okay. Bunny Dojo, you can like movies that nobody else likes. It's okay. I like some of those too. Ask Ruben if he enjoyed Gentleman Broncos.
I don't know if I did. There were definitely parts I enjoyed. I'm eager to see if Gentleman Broncos is better on the second time.
Oh, it's just as good, if not.
No,
more
you
glorious.
don't get to.
I don't get to comment on that.
No.
Boy Kills World in the U.S. that is coming out on April 26th of this year. So,
okay,
yeah,
that's the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think I saw something. Yeah, because it's got Jessica Roth in it also, besides Bill Skarsgård.
Did Bill Skarsgård just got arrested for drugs.
Really?
He probably just had some like weed in his car or something. And was getting,
Where was he arrested at?
It wasn't in the States, so somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, and depending on where you're at in the States, that could be a problem still.
That could be a
though-
trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. We'll hit a couple more, and then we'll dive into the best thing we watched. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
awesome.
Thoughts about Quentin Tarantino movies and his movie style. Which is your favorite one?
Good Lord. What's your favorite Quentin film?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen all of them. So, and
Have you
there's-
not? Okay.
No, like the Hateful Eight, I haven't seen. Which,
Dude.
no, I know.
That's
my
a crime. That's
pirate
actually a
kids are
crime.
upset about that, and then keeps telling us to watch it.
It's the dialogue. He writes some of the best dialogue ever in movies. Heavy dialogue, but he's incredible writing.
Okay, so what are some of the ones? I mean, Kill Bill, outstanding. Really good.
Do you include part 2 in that, or just part 1?
I don't remember part 2.
Yeah, most people say just part 1.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, when we get to the end of the movie, and then it goes Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I went, oh, that movie is so much fun to me. I love that.
I don't like that movie at all.
No?
That's for me. That's at the bottom of his list.
Oh my gosh! Wow, what's at the top of your list?
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, Pulp Fiction doesn't age. It's incredible. Death Proof, I think, is very underrated. That script, Kurt Russell in that is phenomenal. So creepy. And then there's the very underrated film. What the hell? Tarantino movies.
You're not gonna underrated. Go ahead.
Underrated, yeah. So, the Django is great. Jackie Brown, that's it.
Oh.
Jackie Brown is very, very underrated. Many people that I know, like when they have their rankings, Jackie Brown is often number 1.
I haven't seen that one either.
Oh man, it's so good.
I'm gonna have to have a Tarantino day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Catch up. Yeah.
It's so worth it. Anyway, that gives you some ideas. I don't know how to rank them.
His style is definitely unique. I do like the out of order, and the dialogue is typically outstanding because he helped even write True Romance, didn't he? Did he help write that?
Yeah. And that was directed by the late Tony Scott, I believe. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, Bunny Dojo did like Strays. The rewatched the last 10 minutes over and over. Best ending for an animal lover. Oh, well, that's good.
All right. That's fun. I'm an animal lover. So.
Shiny, I think you're referring to me when you said what about not seeing all the Tarantino movies and never seeing. Yeah. Okay. Next episode, Killer Paradox. That was a spectacular series. Let's see. I think what we'll do is I'm going to save everybody else's, and we'll go into the best thing we watched this week.
Okay,
That
cool.
sound good? Ruben, do you want to hit on your first
Sure.
thing?
I'll be surprised if you haven't watched this yet, Chris, because I know you love it as much as I do. But this, I think it just dropped. I think it's just a few days. The Grand Tour, The Sand Job, is by far the best thing I watched this week.
That hurts me because I have not seen it yet.
Oh, man, dude. I can't tell you how good this is. Also, they're really getting up there in length. It's 2 hours and 16 minutes. It's like a proper epic.
Well, you know that Jeremy's got like Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that.
No, I didn't. That's sad. So he's only got so many left in him then.
Yo, no, this is it.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
Ah, God damn it.
Yeah. So, what was this one? The
Sand Job.
The Sand Job. Okay.
So basically they taking three cars that are they in their words considered to be supermodels, and then they have to like do the adjustments so that they can drive across 1,000 miles of desert in the Sahara and end up in Senegal. So one is like partly like some of the most dangerous places in the world, Senegal and Sahara Desert. This is where the big rally used to drive. They don't do it
Dakar?
anymore. Yeah, literally. So you get to see some stunning vistas. In amongst that, you have the comedy of the nonsense that these three get up to during these 2 hours. The jokes that they're playing each other, the absolute mental danger that they put themselves into. I will laugh because there's this one bit that's so dangerous. You're trying to get a car down a mountain, basically. But there's a really easy path. But
Oh, well, no, that's cheating.
that's not the way we're going to do it. Or, when it comes to the body of water, how do you get the cars across? We've seen them do that before. They do that in this one as well.
Oh, my gosh.
In every one of these feature comedy films are basically, they have the car that they have to use if theirs break down for the rest of it. And this one is brilliant. I mean, they're always brilliant, but how it is even a car. There's a moment when they're all sitting down at a cafe and they just watch traffic go by in Africa. And they thought their cars were badly bashed up, but they were just laughing as each car that goes by is so rusted, barely held together. Like there was like, how is that car moving? So it really puts you in the zone of like, this is different world, different life. I laughed. I was on the edge of my seat. I was just like, this is what I need. This is funny, escapism, well filmed. And these guys are just like idiots, which I love. Like, you can't help but love them. Such unique characters. And yeah, latest episode, the Grand Tour.
On Prime, and it's
on
probably
Prime.
going to be one of the
Might
last.
be the last. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
and
see
it
if.
was fantastic.
Let's see here. If 5. Oh, no, apparently there's still one more.
Okay.
So I'm glad that they've gotten more or gone back to just like doing the specials.
Yeah, the specials are the things that work. So they take their time until the episodes come out. That's fine. Just drop these. These are gold. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, regardless of, and Jeremy's not only the gorilla, but he's an idiot, and he says some terrible
Horrendous
things.
things.
Yeah, no, it's bad, and so that you have to
You
just
temper
ignore
him.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because the dynamic of the trio is, brings to tears sometimes with how funny it is. So
It's pretty funny. They want, because it's so hot, we're talking like 50 degrees Celsius a lot of time, sometimes hotter. They really want a cold beer, but it's dry. It's as in no alcohol allowed because it's a Muslim state.
okay.
Yeah. And so their antics of how they try to get alcohol. Yeah, there's just so much to talk about it. Like if I spoke about it for the next hour, I wouldn't be able to explain how much they get up to. Wonderful, wonderful show.
Well, I want to see it.
I thought for sure you were like, oh, you see that, like scrolling, and oh no, I have to watch that now, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally I should and I would because oh my gosh, yeah. So okay, well, good
Cool.
to know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. For me, AlWarabi School for Girls Season 2. I don't know if this is on Netflix.
It's not something I'd ever expect you to even watch.
Oh, have you seen any of it? Have you seen Season 1? Or
I think I know of it, but it's just like, all right.
it takes place at a school that's all for girls, and which country is it in? I don't remember. Sorry, I'm looking this up really quick. But anyway,
It's Jordanian.
okay. So they Warabi, they have a strict society, and the school is strict, except they have like liberties. So it's not, you don't think of like some of these countries where things are more locked down, you know, in the Middle East, where I don't know, just I don't know how to describe it without being offensive to somebody, but the first season is huge into bullying. That's what it's about, and it ends on a holy crap moment.
Oh,
This picks up a little in the future from there,
okay.
and it still takes place at the same school. And while the events of season one have happened and they are acknowledged, and you get little nods here and there to season one,
Yeah.
this is following a whole different group of girls.
That's an interesting way to go. So it's an original story, but set in the same universe or world.
Yeah, and it's in some ways a continuation.
Okay.
Because it does showcase bullying a little bit, but more so this is like social media pressure
Oh.
and talking about, you know, trying to fit in and
So it's not
chasing
it's
that.
not a comedy like Jerry Girls or
Oh Lord, no, it's
this is dark.
this is a heavy drama,
Cool.
and it is outstanding. Because there's little bits of humor that are put in there, but they're normal humor, like just
Right.
natural things that you might laugh at. But that's just to keep you from like kind of going down into just a spiral, because the things that these kids go through, like if you sit outside of it, you go, no, don't do that. You know, I know
Right.
better. Don't do that. You know, you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
know better. But within it, it's terrible sometimes to watch them, you know, make these decisions and stuff, and yet you have some of these adults who, some are trying to help but not in the right way, or in a way that's out of touch with how you know what I mean, like you're so stuck in how things were that you're irrelevant for today's society, even though you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I think a little bit of this, like this is riding heavily on TikTok. And so I think it feels a little late, maybe.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
not
if
exactly
TikTok is
fresh.
still as like explosively popular as it was, say, 3 years ago. But that being said, though, the drama is good. It's not overly angsty. I mean, you have some of that, obviously, because you've got just teenagers, you know, who are kind of pining over each other or
So
whatever.
I'll be honest, I definitely saw this title when the first season came out, AlWarabi School for Girls. But like I saw the title and I saw the thumbnail. I thought that is not for me. What made you go, okay, this is going to be interesting to watch? What was the draw?
Was this the first? Maybe it may have been.
The first Jordanian series.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why. And it came out when was the first season? Was in 2021. I don't know what made me watch it. I mean, other than just it was non-English, you know, and so that's what I gravitate towards. And I gave it a shot, and the first season is so engrossing because you have the power struggle, and it reaches past the high school mentality.
Okay.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's all about jealousies, but then specifically within this culture, it highlights different things which were brand new to me. I mean, I didn't understand some of these things, which made it, as an outsider, even more harrowing.
Yeah.
This season goes more into maybe less social commentary I mean, it definitely has some of that because it is talking about the social media climb and the, the attraction of that and what you do and what people are willing to do for that. And if they, abandon friends or change themselves, or who are they willing to step on,
Yeah.
whatever like that. But
Does it
also
finish the second season, or do you think there's going to be more?
it's hard to tell because like the season 1, when it ended, I thought it was going to, well, I didn't know if it was going to continue or not.
Okay.
Because it ends with an event and you know what the event is, but then it's done.
Oh.
And so it's, yeah, I hope that they do more because it's just done well.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that is, yeah, AlWarabi, School for Girls. Second season came out this week. It's there's 6 episodes in each season. They're each an hour long. So it is it's a chunk.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but if it's good, you don't feel the time normally.
no, I was sucked in, and it was like in a devastating way. So
Okay.
yeah, you want to hit up
Yeah, let's
more
do the
comments
comments.
and questions?
Yeah.
Okay, gosh, let's see here. We've got a bunch to go through. So let me scroll back up to where we stopped. Zed asked, "Have you ever wished you directed a movie? If yes, which movie was it?" For him or for them, I don't know, Zed. Shawshank Redemption, best movie of all time for you. So I'm guessing we directed a movie that has already come out.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to direct a movie that's come out, but I would want to direct a movie as good as, but like whatever story I would write, like my books, I would love to like direct them into features because that's how I write, very visually.
I don't want to direct.
You don't want to direct anything?
I don't want to direct.
Okay.
No.
Would you like it to be on a film crew? An actor?
No, I wouldn't want to be an actor.
No. Okay.
Maybe a producer.
Okay.
I would
All right.
love to be just on set
Yeah.
to watch and to experience that. Yes,
Yeah.
that would be spectacular.
So I'll direct, and you can be the producer. And
Okay.
yeah, cool.
And we're going to do the best movie of all time.
Of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, exactly. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. Let's see. Juice just started the UK series Wolf. I just pulled it up on IMDb because I had not heard of this. It's 6 episodes. Have you seen it, Ruben? It came out.
Is it new?
BBC. Yeah, I don't know. It's an isolated house in the
2023.
country. A family find themselves a victim of a terrifying psychopath's cruel games. Well, I tell you what,
Okay.
that makes
See,
it very much on my
I
list.
thought that we're talking about the Sarah Michelle Gellar Wolf series.
Oh,
And I was just about to say, you need to put that down. I haven't heard of that. That looks interesting.
are you still there? Are you cut out or I cut out? One of us cut out for a second.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Can you see me now?
No.
Oh, you can't.
Yes, I can. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't. Oh, do that again. I didn't see that.
No. All right.
Okay.
Next comment.
So you haven't seen it either?
No.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I want to start it now. Drugs is meant to be for home. We were yeah.
We're talking about Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otis, hello. I don't think we've spoken to you.
hi.
Very
Hi,
excited
Otis.
for Dune Part
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. End of the month. Yeah. I am as well. Are you getting to watch that soon? Like on a press screening?
I could go on Tuesday, but it's like right in the middle of the can't make the trip. So I have bought tickets
Okay.
for the 29th.
Nice.
So yes.
Wait, is it a leap year?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So some people are turning like 6 this year. Let's see. Mr. Flixer Strays Has funny ideas, but settles on gross out humor. Oh, okay. Hard to watch, uncomfortable at times, not rewatchable or enjoyable. That's some of these raunchy comedies. They are definitely.
Oh, we're still talking about Strays.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Buddy Dojo.
Well, no, Bunny Dojo did come back for a second, and I'll hit that up in just a second.
Okay, cool.
Sarcastic.
Geek.
Otis also likes Death Proof. Let's see. Mass. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Son of.
you were the one that made me watch Mass.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I think it's literally my top 3 most depressing films of all time. I think it sits there next to Raging Bull, and I would have to put another one. But I mean, it's incredible. But oh boy, is that heavy!
That I saw that at Sundance, and yeah.
I mean,
it is
that broke me for a while. That film. Yeah.
agreed. It is terrible,
Yeah.
not in a bad way. It is
So
just,
good. It's so good. Powerhouse in acting, brilliant monologues, all in the one room, and just dealing with grief. Like, oh man, yeah, it is just. I don't think I can ever watch it again, honestly.
I would probably watch it one more time. I need, I think, a little bit more space still because
Yeah.
it is
Good
destroyed
lord.
me. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
gravy, as you say.
Good gravy, yes. I like good gravy. Mr. Flickster, his Ferrantino movie is Kill Bill Volume 1. Let's see, that's his Ferrantino movie. That's his favorite Tarantino.
Nice, Tarantino.
He wrote From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, and they said "lol" at the end of that. So, I'm convinced that he was high when he wrote that, because it's one movie and then it's a completely different movie for the second half.
Yeah, yeah. Whew. Coen Brothers have one coming out in a few days.
Isn't that film that you wanted to watch? You love the Coens, right?
I do, but
Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm looking it up because I want to know what they. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. I gotta get out of. I need to see the director.
Drive Away Dolls.
Oh yes, I have tickets
Yeah.
for that too.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
we're getting a screening here where I live, so I bought
Right.
tickets because
Yeah, that's soon.
yeah, it's this week I believe. Oh, I'm
Okay.
so excited. Looks
Yeah.
good. Is that Niket? Does this happen to you when you finish one season of a series and the next season comes after a year or two? You've forgotten the story. Oh, absolutely, dude.
Oh yeah, all the time.
3 weeks later, and I've forgotten. But that's, I think,
Yeah,
because
all
of
the
our
time.
stupid watching cadence. Big Lebowski. Get you towed by 3 p.m.
Hey man, just chill,
The dude abides.
dude.
Marvin, would you review anime?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do, and we have done on our Patreon. We're forcing Chris currently to watch some anime, so it's been interesting to see his take on that. But yeah, you can check out my channel, and also on this, almost every week, depending on this, we have an anime section called Over 9,000. Today, I'll be talking about an anime movie called Ninja Scroll. So yeah,
Nice.
we will hit that a bit later.
Cool. Bunny Dojo, going back to strays. Volunteer at an animal shelter. So I see abandoned and abused animals daily. Different
Good
perspective. That's why the ending hit them so fun. Well, seeing that, yeah, perspective is and
Yeah.
experiences.
Life experience. That's why entertainment medium is so subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So let's see here. I've not been showing the comments. I've been just reading them. That is. Chris is new. Hi. How are you? I apologize to everybody. This is okay. Johnny. Hey. How are you?
Happening, lads.
Happening. Write and direct the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, that's a great
Place in the
shout.
Amazon where you're researching spiders, then we're okay. That sound good? Chris, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Can't watch too long. Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
Dude,
You're so
you
kind.
were the only one that got the theme last week. That is so outstanding. So great job on capturing that and guessing that, because that's
Yeah, great job.
yeah, that's crazy. I do. Who would have thought? So I'm glad. I'm happy that somebody got it. And hopefully you have a great day. We appreciate you sticking around for however long you get to, and then hopefully you hit back on the replay so that you can see the rest of the nonsense. Let's see. Hey, Seven Seas Drama. Hello. Welcome.
Hey, hi.
And see, oh my gosh, Maze Runner Trilogy. Not for a long, long, long time.
We watch it. It's like almost bi-yearly rewatch. Like with the Hunger Games, the Maze Runner, and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, we were like trying to alternate them with a little bit of pirates in there. Those are kind of like our go-to escapism. Yeah, I like the Maze Runner. It's great.
I really enjoyed the first one.
I love the desert one, and the third one is nostalgic for us because most of it was filmed in Cape Town. So
Oh, nice.
we're always looking like, we know that place.
That's cool. I think I have vague memories of it, which
Right.
doesn't speak to its quality. It just means that I
No.
don't remember it.
Yeah.
So, and hello, Seven Seas Drama. Welcome. I'm going to do better about showing everybody's comments because Chris is dumb. So bad. All right. So let's go back, you think, to
Okay.
You want to hit up your next thing?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about two. I'm going to talk about one very quickly.
Okay.
I have to talk about the NFL.
Oh Lord.
It was so good. As a final, the two teams that were playing, we have the San Francisco, the 49ers,
Yes.
and I was rooting for them throughout the game. I was like, this is like Chris's home, near his home. Like I'll root for them. And the first half was so tense, but it wasn't as tense as the second half was. And they both managed to get the same amount of points. So it was a draw, so it went to extra time. I was like, good Lord. So I was literally like on the edge of my seat again. Last 3 seconds. They lose it. The last 3 seconds, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? But as a spectacular event, it was pretty cool. Just the halftime show, Usher doing his thing. We had a very interesting. The anthem is sung by your I'll say
Reba?
your.
Was it done by Reba?
No, it's such a strange dude. He's got tattoos all over his
Post
body.
Malone.
Yeah, that's the one. See, as soon as I said that, yeah. Can't say I particularly liked it, but I was just like, oh, this is definitely different and entertaining. So, I take it you didn't watch it, right?
No, I didn't.
It
at
was
all.
the most watched one ever.
Well, because it was a conspiracy by the U.S. government to get Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but she's going out with like the quarterback, right? The
I don't know whatever
main
position
player,
he
yeah.
plays, but yes, he's on the team.
And I saw Taylor Swift and I didn't care. I was like, just show me the football. And there were a few of those really cool moves. The ones that are exciting to watch, when they're like throwing across the field and the runner breaks through. And it's like, I like it when I see the talent being displayed. But all these little movements and then reset. Couldn't believe how long the match was because, dude, rugby in England is like 90 minutes, you're done, right? No stopping. There's a little bit of like maybe 2 minutes of stoppage time, max. This was 4 or 5 hours. Like every set, they would walk off to the side. It's like, why aren't you guys on the field? They're like, go and sit down and look at screens. And I'm like, literally 4 to 5 hours long. I was like, what is this?
This is why, I remember even as a teenager when I was watching the Super Bowl and everything, and I had places to go, because, it was Sunday, and I had church at night to go to, and I was sitting in the car because there's 3 minutes left. So you have the 2-minute warning still, and typically they at least have one timeout together, each of the teams. and it could be 25, 30 more minutes, if not more, and so we'd either be late or have to miss the end. And it's like, what the crap? Come on. That's
So long. I was like, this is ridiculous. Wow. You're asking a lot for people to basically spend half a day watching one match. I would have watched 3 or 4 in the time they played the one.
But dude, in America, I mean, we have sales built around this. This sells TVs and food.
Yeah, it's all on the advertising. It's definitely a big conglomerate machine, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well,
NFL.
and what's funny too is that they have every year they always kick it around of making the day after the Super Bowl, so that Monday, a holiday, because
What?
so many people call out sick or just take the
Oh,
day
is
off
it
anyway.
an actual holiday?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
They should do.
There's so many people that watch
Yeah.
that and then don't go to work the next day anyway, so that it really could be. I would just benefit from it. I'd be fine. My wife was telling me, because we've been into, we were trying to learn sign language, and so she's very observant and plugged into what the deaf community is doing. And they have interpreters, sign interpreters for ASL on the stage when they do the national anthem, when they do the halftime show,
Right.
all of that. Okay,
Yeah.
they even made announcements for it, and so my wife turned on the game just to watch who the interpreters were, because typically they get like well-known people, not just well-known within the deaf community, sometimes just that, but
Right.
and anyway, they make an announcement of who they talk about who the interpreters are and that they have them.
Yeah.
And then when the actual thing happens, you don't see the ASL interpreters.
What?
Deaf people in the United States, and well, I guess everywhere else, have to go to a completely separate channel
What?
to watch yes.
What?
Yeah, you have them on stage. They're right there. Just widen the shot a little bit. Or you know what? We have picture-in-picture technology. Good Lord, we have people drawing all over the screens.
That's so dumb.
Dude, it's
so dumb.
It's disturbing, really, about how how they just kind of ignore that. And I think it's even more insulting because they call it out and then ignore it. So
That's so dumb. Yeah.
sorry. Okay, a little
A little rant. No, that's okay. That's allowed. That's what we do here. We make space for rantinitis. Yeah. All right. Should we go back to the comments quick before? we
well,
carry
no,
on?
you said you had another one.
I did, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is the actual one. So this week, this is the thing that I reviewed on my channel. Is called House of Ninjas. It's a new Japanese series, 8 episodes. They're about 50 minutes long. And I was a little bit worried in the first episode because when it started, some Japanese series do this thing where you have a serious tone, but then they have a music interlude with a bit of almost slapstick comedy. I don't know if you noticed some of those Japanese series. They have this weird tonal shift where they're trying to introduce something that's comedy, and it just doesn't work. And it's, again, I'm pretty sure 110% that it's culture specific, that a lot of their TV programs will have this weird the music that feels like a score that feels cheap, but also the best way I can describe it, like candid camera, the sort of music that you'd have in the background that somebody would put, like that sort of thing. And then there are, there's a lot of Japanese series that do that. You can check them out when they thankfully, whatever happened, they obviously didn't have money or time or budget to re-edit the first episode, but from episode 2 there's none of that. It's just it's so weird, which I was very happy for, because then it takes the just the story that they're going for. You concentrate on this one family, basically a house of ninjas, Shinobi, that have gotten out of the game. The parents want to try and have a normal life for their daughter and their son and their youngest son. So there's 2 sons of various on the extreme end of age, like one's 17, one's like 6 or something,
Mm.
and the daughter who's around the same age. And the reason why they're getting out is because they just lost the eldest son, and the eldest son is, well, he was the glue that held the family together. He was like the ones that made them train, was the life of their family. And ever since then, they're just ticking by, like they're just kind of doing life. They all kind of still want to be Shinobi, but they're not allowed to use their skills outside of a mission appointed by the government, who overwatches who basically deploys the Shinobi to do missions when it requires. And so it's like a big government operation. I never thought about the consequences of being a Shinobi if it was real, because you have all the secrecy. You can never really tell anybody. Everybody that comes into your life has to be vetted. So they really take a look at the day in the life of or the life of a Shinobi family. And then when they get drawn back into it, because they don't have a choice, seeing the consequences of that. And so it's grounded in really good drama and family, great, some like acting emotional moments. There's this young kid, that 6-year-old, that he doesn't know that his family is a bunch of Shinobi, but he does know that they're weird. And he'll sometimes see like the gran, who is she's retired Shinobi, the grandmother that lives with them, and he'll look at her, and she's just giggling and laughing, drinking a cup of tea, and then like they got to go somewhere, and he'll turn back, and she'll be like right next to him, and he'll be like, "How did you do?" So he knows that he's different, or his family is different, but he can't figure it out. He knows there's something different about his house. He's like mapping out and doing maths. It's like these rooms don't connect right, like this. Like he knows there's something going on. So you have that little kind of fish out of water inside the family dynamic, and then you have the brokenness of the family. And so when you get all that connectivity and they get sent on missions again, you're just so invested and behind them surviving. And there's a really good story, a big arc that is kind of completed by the end of the 8th episode, but then they leave a bunch of kind of stories complete, because obviously they are hoping to get more series. That has me a little bit worried, because you just, with series like this, like even if they get renewed, it could be 3-4 years before we see a sequel. So I just don't know, but there is enough there of a completion for you to enjoy the 8 episodes as is. It's wonderfully put together. The choreographed, for the most part, I would say 90% is excellent, because you get to see what, it's bloody, it's gory, it's not a kid friendly version of a ninja, that kind of thing. A couple of iffy wire work scenes, but other than that, you get some incredible hallway scenes where the daughter will be fighting a bunch of ninja, and then she'll be like too tired, and they'll kind of tag team in like the brother, and he's just like flowing down the hallway where they're fighting a bunch of other ninja. The costumes are wonderful. Like seriously, just geek out and escape in ninjas. It's so much fun.
That sounds like fun. Yeah. What is there like a particular episode that just was way better than the rest, or did it like just continue to?
So it starts out with a wonderful, I guess, a showcase of what they're gonna do during the series, and it's it's the instigator of the big thing that happens that kind of spurs on all the moments. So even in episode 1, literally the first 20 minutes of it, you're like, oh.
Nice.
But there are classic moments throughout. I think every episode has a good action scene. But there are classic moments like fighting on the rooftop. You see it in anime, on the classic, 2 ninjas running at each other and fighting in the moonlight. Beautiful moments, like the ninja things that you want to see, you get to see in this. Like nice. So they're in there. Classic scenes where it's like fire. And then, you have 2 ninjas fighting in front of it. The use of camera work and all of those things you've seen in the games and anime is translated so beautifully here. It's something that I've wanted to see for a while, like a live action modern day ninja series. Like what would that look like? How would you dress if you're a ninja in disguise? What does that look like? What are your clothes going to look like? Because they need to be protective, something like John Wick style. Like, are they going to be bulletproof? What's going to hide you? How stealthy are you? How far are you going to go into the ninjutsu stuff to make it realistic, but also make it quite cool. There's a lot of that going on. Really, really fun.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to check it out. It was definitely on my list, and just too much this week. So, all right. You want to hit up comments?
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to change my battery while you do that.
Okay, cool. I'm going to... What do I want to do here? Sorry, I lost my mouse for a second while Ruben does that. Okay, so let's see here. Going to go back up, scrolling to the comments there. Let's see. Have we seen the two Horrible Bosses movies? It's the one that you rewatch. I've seen Horrible Bosses 1. I don't think I've seen Horrible Bosses 2. I'm glad that you like them. We'll find out if Ruben has seen them or not. Ruben, have you seen the Horrible Bosses movies?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
I like the first one. Not a huge fan of the second one.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen the second one. That's what I was saying. So, Taylor Swift is down under. She's on the Barbie.
She's probably using the dunny. Yeah.
Got to watch the Super Bowl.
I got to watch the Super Bowl on on business in London. None of the commercials and the commentary was so weird. Yeah, so we don't get the trailers that you guys watch, which is because it's different, because it's all American advertising and there are different regulations and laws. So what we get is like really random crap advertising, like the normal ads that you would get on terrestrial TV.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because that's part of what makes the Super Bowl exclusive, because you get exclusive trailers and stuff. So what I do is I go to YouTube when there's a break and I look for the new trailer that's dropped, and I watch that and feel like I've watched one of the exclusive stuff and then jump back.
While I was doing it, there you go. Yeah, see, that's why I could just watch all of it online and be good to go. I don't need to.
You don't need to watch the Super Bowl. Sports.
Oh, yeah. Yay, sports. Can't beat cricket though.
Test cricket though.
What is test cricket?
So it's like it's normal. It's a normal cricket match between two teams, but they last days. So this particular match lasts 5 days.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, one day of cricket is boring enough. It's way more fun to play cricket than it is to watch. It's like playing golf. Why do you want to watch golf? You can play golf. It's fun.
Yes.
But watching it, it's like, I know people love watching the Grand Prix, but watching cars go round and round and round at a speed of boom, 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 I'm like, how is that fun? I understand watching rally racing like that. Yeah. I know, I upset probably so many people.
I watch like motorcycle racing, like superbikes and stuff.
Yeah, the extreme sports are always fun.
And I've been there live to see sometimes, and that is a blast to hear the bikes go by and everything.
I've seen them drag racing, and that is awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Be crazy. Wow. Underrated football movie, The Replacements. I love that movie. Do you know?
Actually, I love The Replacement. I'm just thinking, I mean, there's so many great ones. Remember the Titans? Any Given Sunday?
Invincible.
Rudy. Yeah.
So
American
Giants.
football movies are great. The one with Sandra Bullock, what's that?
Blindside? That's been tainted, though, since the truth has come out.
Yeah, whatever. I like
but,
it.
dude, if you think back to The Replacements, I mean, okay, so you've got Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman, Jon Favreau, Reese Ifans, David Denham. Oh, gosh. He was so... there's a guy, and I can't remember his name. Because it's... he was like in everything. Oh, even Faison Love is in there. Orlando Jones. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, but Any Given Sunday is directed by Oliver Stone. It's got Al Pacino, Dennis Quaid, Cameron Diaz, James Woods, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, Matthew Modine, Jim Brown, Lawrence Tyler, Bill Bellamy, Andrew Brindis. I don't know who that is. I'm just saying names now.
But see, you've got Devon Sawa, Rick Moranis, Ed O'Neill, in Little Giants? Come on. Now we're just naming football.
No, we're just naming people. Yeah. my grand's monkey.
Yeah. Partial to Rudy. Rudy is. I saw that opening night when it came out in the theaters, and love it.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is probably going to be more for you.
Watched any movies by Cora de Horikaza? Nobody knows. Shoplifters. No, I haven't seen any of those.
I've heard of Shoplifters.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Guess I'll add more to the list.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, 7 a. Oh, start 7 a.m. in your house. See, it's a day thing,
Yeah.
like cricket there.
It must be really fun to watch with a bunch of Americans that really enjoy the Super Bowl. That started as like an event, right? The atmosphere with the people, the chicken wings. Yeah.
Yeah, that is fun where you get everybody together and, because then for me, when I would do that, it was so much less about the game
Yeah.
and more just about the
Just by
friends
chilling
and
with the people. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right, Chris. The events that happened in Wednesday, good grief. Welcome to America.
Wait, what happened?
The
Oh, there
shooting
was someone that
at
was
the
shot,
parade.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there were
Why?
a lot of people that were shot.
Oh,
A
really?
lot of kids. Yeah, a lot of kids.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that is a tragedy, and seriously,
my
welcome
goodness.
to America.
This happens so much.
It does. Yasi, hello. Deadpool movies. Ruben, what do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
So much, yes. All this. I actually think this is the movie that's going to save the MCU. Honestly, I think this movie will save. I've seen the trailer, and that's all I want to watch. But after having seen the trailer, I was like, this is actually going to fix so much. And you can just then have the excuse of bringing all the characters you want and tell the stories you want. So,
Yeah.
and Deadpool, like anything that's crap, he can just go in and kill those characters. like just kill them all. I love that. Great
Yeah.
idea.
I think I'm excited because of Ryan and Hugh together,
Yeah.
because they have that antagonistic online relationship. Where
They've been doing it for years, haven't they? Yeah.
They have, yeah, which is great. And so I think it's just going to translate well. And I agree that Ryan Reynolds, I think the one downside to Ryan Reynolds being so good as Deadpool now is that he's kind of that way all
on
the
other
time.
things. Yeah. Have you seen the poster that Hugh fixed for the
Fixed
because
it, yes.
he wrote Wolverine an asshole. And I was like, that's genius.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the beauty too of this type of movie is that they can break all of the rules and it totally fit.
Yeah.
Because if they did the standard marketing, everybody would go, what's wrong?
And because the Deadpool character breaks the fourth wall so many times anyway, you kind of, it's almost one and the same. Yeah, it works. It really does. Yeah.
Exactly. Mr. Flexer, disappointed how the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem treated the ninja aspect. That was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I really agree with that. I was so surprised at how much everybody loved the new animated movie. Stylistically, it's stunning. It's beautiful. Looks amazing. But compared to what the other movies has been about, it felt like they lost a lot. I felt lied to. Like even in the trailer, like they had Mikey on a skateboard, but like he doesn't get on the skateboard in the movie. And for me, like there's certain character traits that each of the turtles needs to have. Mikey is on a skateboard because that's what he does, and he's funny and stupid. And and there was a lot of stuff that was afterthought. Yeah.
That's unfortunate, especially when ninja is part of the title.
Yeah, the whole song, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go Ninja. This is way back when.
I saw that in the theater. Seven Seas Drama has watched 2 episodes of House of Ninjas. Enjoying it so far. Bar and office fight scenes. Ooh, did you like those, Ruben?
So good. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Because they're all trying to act like they belong there. And so when you're going into an office at night and you got like one's your costume, one you're trying to sneak around, and then suddenly you're fighting in amongst office supplies. It's, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once, that kind of office fighting
Where
scene.
they're
Yeah.
grabbing all kinds of,
Yeah. It's so good.
Nice.
Really fun.
Nice. I did not see the Christopher Walken ad. Did you
I
see
definitely didn't.
it? Oh, okay. Sugnik.
No, Say My Name is
Ruben.
an anime movie.
Sorry, I was just being an idiot. Is that good? Is it good? Say My Name?
Incredible movie. Really sad.
Nice. Well, not nice that it's sad, but nice that it's incredible.
Although maybe he
Oscar-
is saying, because there's a bunch of movies called Say My Name. Maybe he is just saying Say My Name.
Oh,
Okay, Sagnik.
yeah, Segnick. Oscar shorts, I don't know. Sometimes like Max, HBO Max or something like that, has them. Probably if you go online and because the Academy Awards has its own website, they might be able to tell you, or they may even have them on there. I don't know. Segnick, Saltburn. I have still not watched it. Ruben,
I switched it off. I got 20 minutes into it and thought, nah, this movie's not for me. I can see what everybody's saying about the quality of the acting and the filmmaking, but nah, there's nothing in nothing in that film that made me go, yeah, I want to continue watching this movie.
Okay. The opening scene of The Last Boy Scout where he pulls out the gun on the field. Oh my gosh, yes. It has been forever and a day since
The
I've
Last
watched
Boy
the
Scout
movie,
has
but
some of the best one-liners ever.
That's okay. Seen Shoplifters, very good.
Yeah,
Another Shoplifters Oscar nominated 2 years ago. Let's see, there you go. Shoplifters was fantastic.
Wow.
Yutaka, hey, how are you?
Yutaka.
Welcome.
Yutaka, the X anime reviews coming out today, so I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't know. You and I need to chat. He and I were talking though this week about I was going to say House of Ninjas and then House of Dragons, but that's not correct on either way. Tokyo Vice. So I'm excited because he's ahead of me now, and so I gotta finish. But not many great space themed movies coming recently. Interstellar. Oh, Interstellar's still good. 2001. I don't. I need to watch that movie again because I don't understand it. Do you understand it, Ruben?
Yeah, what's not to understand?
Okay. Yes, all of it. The Martian.
Yeah.
Seriously, I watch The Martian 6-7 times a year. Even more sometimes.
I've never seen the director's cut. Like, I can't get hold of it at the moment.
Oh,
so.
the extended edition? Oh,
Yeah.
when you come, we'll have to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah,
it's, I
definitely
mean,
do
it's
that.
not like if you've seen it enough, you will notice the differences. But it's just like some extra scenes.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, Gravity, terrifying movie. Space-related movies that I loved. I loved the Star Trek movies, especially the reboots.
Yeah, they're great.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, Deadpool. What they can do with Deadpool and the MCU for the MCU. Ruben, Juice agrees with you. Don't bother with Saltburn.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
All right, we are gonna come back to comments in just a minute. I'm gonna hit up my last one that I have today, and that is came out. It's already, I think, been out in the UK. Came out at the end of 2023 in the UK because it's like a BBC show, but it just came to Peacock this week.
All right.
It's called Vigil, and season 1 I binged the first part of this week because I wanted to see the second season, and then I saw it but didn't get finished with it and haven't done a review for it yet. But
Okay.
it follows the same characters for the most part. So you have like Rose Leslie's in it.
That first season's really tense.
Dude, the first season on the submarine is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's also got Suran Jones, Gary Lewis, and okay, so yeah, first season absolutely phenomenal. Second season was good and intriguing, and it was fun to watch, and it had some intense moments to it, but I don't think it contained the same level of intensity as season 1 did, just because you had a contained thing. Like, she couldn't go anywhere and she was trapped inside with a killer.
That containment always hypes up that tension, doesn't it?
Exactly. This one is an international. Again, they're using a made-up type of thing. So they have a made-up Middle Eastern country, and it happens between Scotland and this made-up country. And it's about arms, new weapons, like drone warfare, and drones go wonky.
Okay.
And kill people. And so now Amy Silva, DCI Amy Silva, is investigating that. But part of the time she's actually over in the Middle East, which also it amps up some things because that it's playing just off of the rules and the regulations, because they're not actually as a military there, and she's there as a police officer there, but they're all guests. They're not actually at war. They're not actually officially stationed at the base.
Okay.
And so with this season of Vigil, I mean, I had suspicions that were right, but then there were a couple still that I didn't see coming. And I was like, oh, wow. It's 6 episodes, each an hour-ish. So it's fun. The acting, I think, is great. I love it because also I get to see some of Scotland. It is tense. There is peril for certain people. I do think there's also some conveniences that are built in so that they kind of fade to black, and then all of a sudden somebody is doing something else.
Yeah.
So that saves or is not answered, which I understand because it's a TV show. Maybe they don't, they don't have all the time to explain every little bit of this or whatever. But if you've never seen it, I mean, it's a lot of fun. The acting, the camaraderie between them, because especially between Suran Jones and Rose Leslie, they have a great dynamic. And in season 1, it was strained. In season 2, it's strained, but in a completely different way.
Okay.
So, did you see season 1?
I saw season 1. I liked it a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
it was very good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's season 2. It's all out, which is great. So you can, see that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go back to the comments?
Yes. Let me write down the time code really quick so that I can show some comments.
Some of they were saying there's not many sci-fi movies or set in space movies coming this year.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
technically June Part 2 is set in space. Or
yes.
Lots of it. We have the Aliens Romulus that's coming out this year. That'll be set a lot in space or on a ship of some kind. We have the Borderlands movie that'll be set on a number of planets. So that's the Eli Roth one based on the video game Borderlands, which is Pandora, the planet, and then they'll be on ships and everything. So I think that's coming out this year. I think there's a few. There was ICE. It's not ISIS, but it's ISS.
Oh, ISS. Yeah, International Space Station.
Which I don't think is particularly good. Because I haven't seen it, but a lot of people are just saying it's meh.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a few out there coming out this year.
Nice. Ruben, what is your favorite sitcom series ever? For Niket, it's Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's good. I like the intelligence of Seinfeld. I think Frasier would put above that in intelligence. sitcom. I'm a big Friends fan. I grew up. That was my thing. I've watched it a number of times through. Trying to think if there's any other sitcom that I find funnier than that.
For me, it's Spaced.
Oh, Spaced is so good. Yeah, okay. I never thought about Spaced as being a sitcom. I suppose it is. It's very short.
Yeah, 2 seasons. I love Black Books also.
Black Book is great. Yeah. Those are good. But yeah, Friends, 10 seasons of so many episodes make me just cry with laughter in that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some, and now it's a little hard to watch it because of just Matthew Perry's passing.
Yeah, it is a little hard to watch now because of his passing. Yeah.
Wow.
But when Ross wears the leather pants,
oh my gosh,
and he's in the bathroom and he's trying to use talcum powder, and all you hear is look, and he's sweating so much, or when the couch is in the stairwell and they're trying to get it right, pivot. There are moments like that that'll just get me going and just, yeah.
Well, and the fact that Joey keeps The Shining in the freezer.
Oh my gosh, I get it, but I get it. It makes sense. Joey's logic, I get.
Joey does not share food.
Yeah.
Very relatable, right?
Or
there.
when he's given up meat and then he's watching someone else put on, like, oh yeah, you're gonna put some salami in that. Yeah. Oh, what about that cheese? Yeah. He's like basically salivating. I was like, yeah, I feel you, dude.
So
yeah,
good.
so good.
Oh. All right, to understand Interstellar, watch Lightyear.
That's kind of crazy smart. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Lightyear, but that makes sense. They spent a lot of time explaining that interstellar travel. Yeah.
Oh. Well, see, I thought Christopher Nolan did a really good job with that.
Until he went into the 4 dimensions and was like, you're in the book and the watch. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was a better explanation, though, than what Kubrick did. That's why I was confused by Kubrick's thing. But I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I think
that's the only
it's
movie
not that complicated.
Okay. It made me feel dumb. That's really the only movie
that's so
ever
weird. Yeah, we need to watch it together, and I'll have a dictionary, and we'll.
Wow!
This
Shots
word
fired. What the heck was that?
This word means. Please explain this.
Wow. Okay, we're just gonna go to this. 'Cause...
Ruben is now gone. He's been excommunicated.
Oh goodness! Sports movie Lindsay Anderson's This Sporting Life. I've not heard of that. Have you heard of that?
Never heard of it.
Huh. Okay.
It's probably not a real movie.
No, I'm sure it is. We'll just have to add it to the list. Okay, Arrival, dude. That is
phenomenal movie. Just saying the word Arrival, me thinking about it makes me want to go watch it. Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Where did you see it? Did you see it in the theater?
Cinema. Yeah. That soundscape that is created with the visuals, such a ride.
If I remember correctly, it came out at Christmas time in the U.S. That was we saw it as a family, regardless, and I remember the audience coming out pissed.
What?
Because so many people. Well, because they didn't. I mean, my wife's over there in tears. You know, we're all like, "Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful and so amazing." And everybody's like, "Well, that was stupid." What? Because they all went in thinking it was going to be an alien invasion action movie.
Right.
And it's like, oh my gosh!
But this was far better than an alien invasion action movie.
Oh my gosh!
So
it would
intelligent.
have sucked if it had turned into that.
Yeah, and you did you not watch the trailer? I don't think it sold it as that.
I don't think it did either. I think people are just dumb sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Jeez.
Not our audiences, though. They are smart. So, Oscar shorts. There you go.
Town and Country had a pretty decent article with list and what streamer it's on. Nice. That's helpful. Okay.
Thanks, Chris, for sharing that. That's outstanding. John Huston's Escape to Victory.
Is this another sports movie?
Might be. Yeah, must be. I haven't seen that one either.
Wow. Who knew there were so many?
Right. Vigil? Yes, that was Vigil. Yeah, the second season, yep, absolutely. First season of Vigil, brilliant. Barber on YouTube. Oh, it's a short also.
All right. Okay. Cool. So you can find them if you look for them.
Nice. Let's see. ISS is this year's space movie.
Oof.
If that's the case, I think we're in trouble. What is that? Kalki 2898 AD. Oh, I've not even heard of that.
Jeez.
Rip off of Dune. That would be.
Well, even if it's half as good as Dune.
Yeah, I have to watch. I have to rewatch the first Dune to catch myself back up.
Oh, lol. I've just seen the poster for Kalki. Yeah, it does.
Oh, does it really?
It does scream Dune.
Oh, funny. Okay.
Brilliant.
Thoughts about the movie Drive? Love everything about that movie, especially the cast. Ruben, what do you think about Drive?
It. I had the same visceral reaction when I watched Pan's Labyrinth. You know that guy that gets his face smashed in with a with the bottle, and his nose just goes right. Drive has a moment like that in the film as well. I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I mean, beautiful. It's the only one of that director's films I like.
I did not like his Copenhagen Cowboy. That was not enjoyable at all. What else has he done, though?
He does weird stuff, man.
Well, I know he does. Sorry, I'm looking up references.
And he has a cult following that if you ever say you don't like his stuff, they like hunt you down.
Yeah, well, I did say that in my neon.
What's his name? Nicholas Winding Refn.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait.
Oh, the Neon Demon? Didn't like that.
He did Bronson, though. Dude, have you seen Bronson?
I think so.
Tom Hardy?
Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, that was very good, actually. Yeah.
That was awesome.
But he also did Only God Forgives.
I haven't seen that one. And that was Ryan Gosling also,
That was also Ryan Gosling, and that film sucks.
Okay.
I can't.
Can't?
I can't with it. It's just, no.
Okay. I don't know which this one is talking to, but that's okay because they're having their own conversation, which is outstanding. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Wow. I have not watched any of that because I am not particularly a Larry David fan. But
Really? I thought you liked what's his face from the IT Crowd.
Which one?
Let me just check. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
There's a British dude in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I'm thinking of something very different.
Okay.
This is not the series I thought it was. Okay.
I want to know what series you thought we were talking about.
Yeah.
The IT Crowd. That's another sitcom.
Oh,
Come
that
on.
might be my best. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Friends. Friends goes below the IT Crowd for sure.
The IT Crowd might actually trump Spaced for me.
So Richard Ayoade, who
God.
I was talking about what comedian series did he do that I was like sure that he was doing? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Never
Well,
mind.
I'm glad, Chris, that you're enjoying Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it's good to hear that it's stellar in its final season because we know how rare that is.
Finishing well, so good.
Star Trek, Aliens, yes, a classic. The Orville. You liked The Orville, right, Ruben?
Oh my gosh, that show just gets better and better. And for a while there, it was the best Star Trek out because we're having just mediocre Star Trek in series format. And the third season of The Orville, good lord, like those episodes were feature length, some of them, and they just went heavy into some of those genres or topics that Star Trek used to chew the fat on and kind of just go, hey, this is what we should be talking about in society. And they did it in a way that was still so fun and still so sci-fi. Fantastic series. Yeah.
You would label, I think, the original Star Trek woke.
Yeah, you totally would now because they were so like some of the first American black female in the cockpit, like all like integrated, really pushing the boundaries of what wasn't the societal norm at the time.
Feud. Well, we talked about that. Was that last week that we talked about, or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I still haven't started watching that, but that's right on, right on.
All right.
Haven't seen. Okay. Yeah, ISS. Let's see here. For Yasi, it is Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, wow. Okay. Tomorrow are the BAFTAs.
Yes, live on ITV in the UK.
Nice.
So might pop in for that. Just jump on stage, say hi, everybody, and then jump off.
Curb Your Enthusiasm got a bloke off a murder charge. That is very intriguing. I want to know more about that. I'm going to have to look for the long shot explains it. Okay, cool. Right. Chris likes Feud. Yeah, Constellation. I know you've watched half of it. Some of it.
I'm not a huge fan of what I've seen so far. Okay. It's certainly intriguing.
Have you started Royal Palm?
I didn't think Royal Palm was out yet.
No, it's coming. Is it in March sometime?
Yeah, in March sometime. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've had the screeners for that for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I haven't started yet
because it kept getting pushed back.
Okay. The author who wrote the story that Arrival was based on is Ted Chiang. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Arrival made cry. Yeah, very thoughtful. It was spectacular. He has two. Oh, that Ted Chiang has two collections of short stories. Okay, cool.
Okay.
1963 Richard Harris. At least don't say it. All right. It seems like we should watch more classics. Agreed. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. X-Men movie. Oh. Okay. Go for it, Ruben.
I mean, X2 is. It might be. X2 is, I think, the best. Yeah.
For me, I don't even know what the movies are because they got so confusing. Because then you also have Wolverine, Wolverine Origins. Wolverine goes to the supermarket.
I mean, X2 and Logan are probably the good movies.
Logan is spectacular.
Yeah.
But see, I don't even know where they fit in the timeline. Also, that's the other thing. So
nobody knows. There's a whole video on YouTube that explains them, and it's the most funny video ever because, like, okay, now the timeline's split, and then they split again, and this one jumps here. But when we get to this movie, it rewrites all of that.
See, that's what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that because maybe I'll just feel vindicated, or at least.
Yeah, no, nobody knows. The timeline is so screwed with the X-Men movies. Yeah.
So that's why Deadpool's going to come in and kill everybody.
For sure. He's going to
start over.
Yeah, start over and bring them like one timeline over. Yeah.
Sitcoms. Office. Scrubs. So good. Just Shoot Me. Oh. Donnie think vacuum. No, it's magic. No, Donnie think vacuum. Oh, Budapest Hotel. Have you seen... What is Budapest Hotel? Is that Grand Budapest Hotel?
Yeah, I thought that was a movie.
Yeah, there's a movie. I don't know.
The Grand Budapest Hotel is fantastic. Love that film. Yeah.
It's a Wes Anderson. So.
Yeah, and it's the only Wes Anderson film I like. Yeah.
What?
That's not true. That's not true. I love the ones with the dogs. The Isle
of Dogs.
and that's
what about?
Oh yeah, that might be my favorite of his actually. The Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes.
But mostly because the silky smoothness voice of George Clooney.
So good.
Yeah.
What the cuss? Couldn't watch Soft and Quiet. I get that. It's a continuous, if I remember correctly, continuous take Also, no, it wasn't a continuous take, but there's a very long, maybe it is. Anyway, there's a very long, boring scene at the very beginning where we just watch this person walk, and it's uninteresting because of how long the walk is.
Yeah.
The content is rough. I personally did not like the ending of it. Have you seen this, Ruben?
No.
It's basically a female racist group, like white supremacy, but females. And it, I did not like the end because it was not concrete that justice was served. You can think that it might be, but because of the horrific things that happen, I wanted an absolute that these trash human beings, they're not even human beings, these trash pieces of shit should be just destroyed. So, there you go. Noel Fielding. Yes, the made-up adventures of Dick Turpin. Oh my God.
That's coming out.
You should have the screeners of this too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited.
I am too, because come on, he's outstanding.
Yeah.
People are overreacting to Madam Web.
No, they're not.
Stand by. We will be discussing Madam Web. Did you watch Ted?
Ted was surprisingly damn good. Funny as heck, better than the movies. Well, that's not hard. The dialogue and the comedy for when it's set, it seems perfectly, because I think it's like 90s. So you have this coming of age kid that his best friend ends up being this, his one wish. He's like, I wish, his love is so good. But then through natural growing up, they both become like these kids that just never grow up. But genuinely funny. Yeah, I was so surprised with that.
Cool. All right. I lost my mouse there for a second. Seeing Lost? Yes. Like it and hate it all at the same time. We were lied to.
We were lied to.
From the very beginning.
Multiple times.
In articles.
Yeah.
Like written down. Like.
Yeah. We know exactly where this is going in the end.
And they're not dead.
Yeah, and they're not dead, yeah.
Lies all the way around. X2 Days of Future Past.
The
Quicksilver scene.
The Quicksilver scene. Yeah. That scene is amazing.
That's great.
And the first 8 minutes of Days of Future Past is amazing because it's the film that we've been wanting to watch forever. It's the X-Men set in the future. And you get to see them fight the Sentinels. And it's like crazy. That 8 minutes is the movie I wanted to watch, but it wasn't about that.
Okay. Good to know. You want to dive back into?
Yeah, let's. I'm aware of our time. We're 1 hour 40. So yeah.
Did you? Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to touch briefly on Avatar: The Last Airbender. This comes out, I believe, on Thursday. I think it's the 22nd. Is that right?
No, I thought it came out the 28th. Maybe it does come out the 22nd.
I think more.
You're right, the 22nd.
22nd. Yeah. There's 8 episodes, so if you didn't know how long it was, and they're about, the first episode's an hour, so they're like a good length of time. The things that people be worried about is whether it can translate like One Piece, because it's so well loved. And I didn't realize how much I loved Avatar. I've seen the animated series a number of times, and it's so emotional and it's so easy to be invested into those characters because they spend time with them. So the worry is that the translation is they only have a set amount of time, they only have a set amount of budget, and TV always kind of has to do its own thing when it comes to live action, even though they have stuff there that's based off each book of Avatar, book 1, book 2, book 3. Obviously, it's centered around Aang, again, the last Airbender, and they take time to show us things that I don't remember seeing in the first few episodes. So it's all pretty much the same, and you know what's happened, but there are moments that they show us through big scale. Like if you've ever wanted to watch live action benders on multiple scale, fighting. That's what you get here. And for the most part, the CGI is good. There were a couple of iffy scenes when Aang was doing his avatar thing and he's been all shiny. There were a couple of moments I was just like, oh, that looks like it's not real. But other than that, the thing I was most worried about, which the trailers didn't show correctly, was that the difference between the Shyamalan movie and the animated series is that the character, the actor that they got to play, was directed to show no comedic moments. It was just serious. In this one, the balance has been found. He is funny, light-hearted, bigger, larger than life, but also the weight of who he is and what he's just lost is very much evident just in that first episode. So we have our three main protagonists, and I just so my initial reaction is just, yeah, okay, they've found something. Whether it's going to feel rushed at the end, I don't know. But for now, that first episode, very fun. So I think if you're a fan of the Avatar, I think you give it, like, don't go in judging it that it's not exactly the same, but also be happy when those things that you wanted to see are in it. Like the theme tune kicks in, I got goosebumps in the back of my neck. I was like, yes, it's yeah. So
So for me, who's never watched,
yeah,
I mean, I don't remember the Shyamalan movie, even though I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Because I also have no context for anything.
Yeah, my wife doesn't mind the movie at all. Yeah.
Will I be able to get engaged in it? Like
100%, because they explain everything. Like,
oh, good.
Yeah, so it's right from the origins. You understand. There's no like you have to pick up or know the lore of what's good about this is the fans are going to love what they've put in. I hope they will at least put in, like the nods, the characters, seeing those things live, the magic's used, the air elements, seeing how Aang actually moves around with his air ability. Like, those things worried me. Like, would it look as natural or as good as it does in the animation? Because so many times you say, you just can't do what you can in animation that you can do in live action. This, they attempt to do it all, and so far, I'm very impressed. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on. I haven't got screeners yet, so I'll be curious if I get to see it,
Okay.
or if I'll be watching on Thursday.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Do you have? I don't have anything else. Do you have your? Do you want to do?
Yeah, just quickly touch on over 9,000 anime movie.
It's over 9,000!
Nice. Because I watched House of Ninjas, in my comments, there was, because I asked what's your favorite ninja movie? And like, Ninja Scroll for me was one I watched way back when, and I've watched it a number of times. I have it on DVD still. It came out in 1993. It's a proper adult animation film. It's an hour and 34 minutes. It's an 18. And it's about a vagabond swordsman who is aided by a Kunoichi, a spy, who's battling a demonic clan of killers led by a ghost from his past who are bent on overthrowing the Takagawa shogunate. The animation style is akin to stuff that is all drawn, beautifully crafted, like that you would get in Akira. It's very interesting with the score, that kind of 80s blend. It's very adult in places, but so absorbing. I love, like you watched recently, you reviewed with me, we did the Street Fighter 2 animated movie.
Yes.
Right. So it has showcases a number of fights like it does in Street Fighter, because there's various different types of ninja assassins or shinobi with different abilities, magical, weird, bug-like. But here we have a really good background of story to actually care about the character or characters. So you're invested in those fight scenes. And then you have the beauty of that sort of classic anime style.
Nice. I'm watching the trailer right now, and it is, the art is great.
It's really good. It's really, and it holds up surprisingly well. So
Well, that's even better, because that's rare
Yeah.
sometimes.
So it was a nice nostalgic ride, but I was surprised. Like, sometimes don't rewatch those films that you used to love.
Yes.
but thankfully this one wasn't one of them.
Nice. Okay, cool. Ninja Scroll. I will. Well, it'll go on a list. I don't know if I'll ever watch it unless somebody else makes me. Okay. Do you have any more titles?
No, that's it.
Okay. Before we go back to comments, just to let you know what's coming up in the next little bit. We're going to not rush through it, but go somewhat quickly just to maintain as close to 2 hours as we can. We watched a movie together. Neither of us had seen it. It's called Finestkind. We'll be talking about that in a second. Then we're going to hit on the worst things that were on our list. Excuse me, a little bit of entertainment news, some upcoming titles, and then we will end from there. But interspersed between that, we're going to chat with you also. So please don't forget about put your comments in the chat. We will get to them, we promise. We will also, because we love interacting, and that's a lot of fun. So let's, you want to talk Finestkind first?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
Okay.
So this was my suggestion for us to watch. I'd seen the cast, but I didn't know what the movie was about. So I was very surprised that it was about fishing. I was like, oh no, I hope I haven't chosen the dud. But the cast, you got the old dude with
Tommy
bushy
Lee
eyebrows,
Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Ben Foster.
Yeah. Keep going.
Toby Wallace.
Yeah. And
What's her bucket?
what's
Jenna
her bucket?
Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
But also Ishmael Cruz Cordova.
Yes.
Did you recognize him?
No.
Rings of Power. He's the elf.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now
It was the eyes.
It's
It
the
was
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. But you also have like Tim Daly, which that really surprised me. He was on there, and I'm like, holy! At the first, I didn't recognize him. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that's who that is.
Yeah. Great cast. But what did you think?
This, okay, so it's written and directed by Brian Helgeland, who did what's that movie that we Joust, A Knight's Tale.
Oh yeah.
This is like two different movies because it's fishing at the beginning, which is like, and then it becomes a crime thriller.
Yeah, I mean, I actually love the way it was crafted because it sets you in what it's like a day in the life of being and hard grafting. But I loved the relationship that was building between the brothers. It's a very strained relationship. But I do love the way the older brother really does look after the younger brother. He's teaching him about life. He also doesn't want him to be a fisherman because the young brother seems to have the smarts of the family. He's able to go into law school, that kind of stuff. But then as the film unfolds, you carry on. I was just, wow.
Yeah, no, I was sucked into it, and it surprised me actually. It felt almost like I was watching a Taylor Sheridan story, where it has this very character driven, very shift into you're in a situation that you don't want to be, and yet you can't get out of. And I part of the conclusion I saw coming.
Yep.
Which I didn't mind though, because I was like, yeah, okay, I'm down for this.
I laughed so hard. There's a moment where they're making decisions that's just putting them in deeper trouble, right? Because to get out of the situation they're in, they make worse decision. And I'm like shouting at the screen, don't do that. This is obviously going to end up horribly. Don't. And then they do, and you're like, see, told you. But then there's a ship named Double Down, which I just cracked up laughing because they literally are doubling down on making bad decisions in that moment. I was just like, oh man.
Yeah, and there was one part where the crux of the movie changes, especially for their fate, where it wasn't addressed totally, like where these people came from.
Yeah.
Because it could have been one of two things, really. Well, it could have been a myriad of things, but the obvious ones are it's either their own group, it's part of just some rogue thing, or it's a setup type of thing. And that was never resolved, which I guess doesn't really matter in the end.
No.
But the acting is wonderful. I thought the dynamics between everybody worked really well. Like I became so invested in them working out or them communicating and having the discussions to.
I actually thought it was really nice to see Jenna Ortega in this role as well. Like, she's not playing a weird, strange character, just a genuine girl who's trying to get out of her current lifestyle. She has plans, and they kind of connect over that. And she felt really real, which I liked. I thought it was nice to see her in that role.
Well, and I liked how she complimented Ben Foster because she was like a mix of Ben Foster and Toby Wallace, the two brothers.
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
one who has gotten out of the fishing industry because of just education and ability, you know, and circumstance, and then the other who is stuck in the fishing industry because that's what was available, and that's just what he does now. And she being right there in that middle, and it's 2023. It's on Paramount Plus in the U.S.
and the UK. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a little long. I mean, it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I didn't totally feel the time though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It grew into something like I wasn't sure whether I was going to enjoy it at the beginning because it's just like this is weird. And the more I got to know the characters, the more I saw the story going in a way I wasn't expecting. I was just like, oh, this is like literally like when we finished, like that was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, woohoo, I didn't pick a dud.
Yeah, no, and I'd never even heard of this. And so this is, I mean, what a great, yeah. So if you guys have never seen it, definitely recommend that.
And for as heavy as it is in places, it does finish on I thought was feel good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and there's two lines that it's one line that's actually repeated, and it was like, oh, that feels good. That's so nice.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Should we move on?
Yes. What should we do? You want to hit on the worst things and then go
Yeah.
to comments?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
we'll talk about the worst things, then we'll go back to comments.
Okay, that sounds good. Which should we talk Madam Web first?
Yeah, let's talk about Madam Web.
Okay.
I went for date night with my wife to go watch Madam Web. I had my expectations very low. And I walked out thinking my expectations should have been lower. For me, the worst thing was that I was lied to. Talking about films that lie to you. In the trailer, my wife and I watched. We're like, oh, that looks cool. Literally, the only time you get to see the three females in their costumes is in a futuristic vision scene. So you don't get to see them
No.
in their superhero-ness. So it's not a superhero film. It's just young woman who is able to use visions, sees what they could be, and is trying to keep them alive from a deranged man in the spider suit that is reject Spider-Man.
Yes. And they literally don't say the word Spider-Man.
No. But they do say Parker.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but they know.
They couldn't because they had to take everything Spider-Man out in case it wasn't going to be connected to the... Because they actually had shot different scenes with like Spider-Man stuff,
No, I
like
know,
cameos.
But think about Across the Spider-Verse. There's a Miles Morales in most of the universes.
Yep.
There's a Peter Parker in most of the universes.
I don't understand how there's not a Spider-Man in this universe.
Well, and I don't understand why they can't just say his name. Who cares? We already know this is. Even if this one doesn't become the Spider-Man, who...
Yeah, you could have said it, yeah. And the fact that it's a young Madam Web, I'm pretty sure she later, in Spider-Man's life, she is like a sort of mentor, preparing him for a mission that it has like not just earthly issues, but multiverse issues. So she trains him or protects him, and he's got to, like, I don't know, defeat the Sinister Six or whatever. But yeah, it's big, and she's a big part of that story. but she's an old lady in the chair, and how she got to be in the chair in this movie is just ridiculous, or how she got blinded. There were so many things. You are based in fantasy, but it's so far ridiculous. When an ambulance smashes through a wall, lands like, so many meters down, and is fine. And I was like, you shut up. You just shut your face right now.
I liked her snark. Okay, I'm not going to hate on the movie 100% because I didn't think it was the worst thing ever. It was poo. I mean, the movie wasn't good, but I liked her in it. I thought the trio of young women were grossly underused.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They were just there. I mean,
they have barely any backstory.
Oh, they have no backstory, really.
Just,
other than a couple of conversations they have.
Yeah, and they're all kind of orphans in a way, which is why she ends up having to be their surrogate trainer, mom, don't leave us sort of thing. I was like, whatever. I was trying to think if there's any action scenes that were actually good, and I don't think there were. I think Morbius is better than this. Matt Smith was at least incredible in Morbius.
Okay, so he was fun.
Yeah, but there's nothing really fun in this movie.
I don't know.
It's so generic.
No, it is. It's. I don't think Morbius is better though. I mean, they're close, but
I'd much rather watch Morbius than than this movie again.
I wanted a lot more of the spider tree people.
Yeah, why the things they had? Why didn't they use them?
I don't know. And there was so much more lore within that, because when we first see them, they have one appearance, and then later in the film, when we see some people, what did you go to business school? What's going on? So I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Mr. Flickster says, Madam Web is not an action movie. That's true.
Yeah, they're very true. Yeah.
It's not how they sold it in the trailer, but okay.
True. Yeah, no, it was much more action-oriented than that. Okay, so we've decided Madam Web was poo. You said you had one other one, though.
Yeah. No, before we move on from Madam Web, I wanted to point out the logic of allowing 3 young women to be in the woods by themselves to be safe at night while she walks away. Say, hey, you girls stay here. You'll be safe in these woods. Well, it was so broken that they almost immediately decided to leave the woods and go to the cafe, even though that was dangerous.
Well, I mean, for her character, that made sense because she wanted to leave them anyway.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? She had to have her epiphany
that I'm not a complete heartless person, and I will try and protect these human beings.
I guess so, because she was. I mean, she was like, "I'm not coming back." She was just, even though she's, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and Mr. Flixay, very good point. How did she get to Peru? They're all on the watch list. She's a kidnapper. They definitely would have been watching the airports. You're telling me she took her passport, went through there, and then in a matter of hours managed to get from where she was to Peru, find her way into the jungle to the exact spot she needed to be, where she was technically born.
She drove.
She drove to Peru?
Yes. You didn't see that part?
No. Not in that amount of time. I missed that somehow. I must have blinked.
It's so stupid.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay. So, if you enjoyed it, that's fine. And honestly, there were parts I enjoyed, and I didn't think that she was bad in the role as Madam Web, a young Madam Web, at all. I thought she was fine. I also know that she signed the contract when she read a certain version of the script, and when she got to the film, it was a very different script. So, I can't blame her. I blame the writers, because the writing's terrible. So
Yes. But they're also the ones that wrote Morbius, right?
yes, and the lowest ranked Sony or just movies. There was others that they wrote
They're
that was
just
also
not good writers.
yeah, not
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, the
wanna
second
know-
thing I'll touch on briefly that okay, so I got this really cool email. It's like, hey, we have shared with you this movie and TV series, and we're so excited to share this with you. Please let us know what you think, because they're excited. They think it's great. Now, this is a sequel movie, and I've seen the first one. The first one happens to be one of my favorite animated movies of all time. I quote it, I watch it yearly, it puts a big happy smile on my face. This is Megamind.
I got that email too.
So I watched the movie Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. I haven't watched the series because I can't bring myself to watch it. If the movie is any indication what the series will be like, it's atrocious. Like, it's not even... For one, they don't have Will Ferrell. So whoever they got, they sounds similar to the character of Megamind, but it's so not right that it doesn't have any of that joy or heart. And then you have the scripting, which is so dull that they think their jokes are funny, but they're not even cringy funny. They're just bad. Like, at no point was I like sniggering or laughing. It feels so catered towards the young now, like as if it was very young people watching it, that they seem to have forgotten how quirky and adult some of those humor, not dodgy, but adult, the adults would get it. There's no balance in between it. So I was just very... By the time I finished watching it, I was like, the story is generic. They try to take some of the best bits from what the first film did and copy it for their story here. The same sort of consequences between him and another thing, and you know, that kind of thing. And then the animation style itself seems like it's a lower budget version of the movie. So it doesn't even... So it might have been quite a few years later, but it still doesn't look as good. So it's like, it feels like a budget version of Megamind. Like in every way. Scripting, writing, animation. It's just like, ugh.
Okay.
Not everything needs a sequel. It's like one of those movies that Disney does, right?
Oh, yeah.
So many sequels. Lion King 1, Lion King 2. You know, they're always doing the sequels. The cash grab. But what you end up doing is alienating the people that really enjoyed it in the first place and just now doesn't really trust you. Like, oh. Anyway, avoid.
Okay. Good to know. I'm glad I made the right choice there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's hit up the comments.
Yeah, let's go back to the comments.
Cool. All right. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Good show. They're
So
with
good.
The genres.
Yep.
Nice. Can't stand Wes Anderson. You are not alone. Yeah, I love Wes Anderson.
Yes, you do.
Ruben tolerates some of it.
Yes.
My wife tolerates some of it, probably even less than that. She was pissed when I took her to a Wes Anderson movie and didn't tell her it was a Wes Anderson movie until she was like, "Wait a minute."
Is this Wes Anderson? Did she leave?
No, she stuck it out, but it was yeah. So you're not alone. X2, Logan, top notch, definitely. Days of Future Past. Well, that's a conversation between Chris and Bunny, so I don't even understand the context there. Short is Henry Sugar. The first one, I didn't watch the rest of the shorts that he did, but the first one, the Henry Sugar one, was outstanding. Did you?
Actually, saying that was much better Wes Anderson. It's a stick to shorts, maybe. Yeah.
that was about all you could contain of him, right? Yeah. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Covered on Amazon Sci-Fi series Outer Range. I want season 2 so bad.
Didn't I cancel it?
No, that was the other one.
The other hole.
No, the Outer Range is the one with the hole in the ground.
Right.
The
other
other one is the door in the basement.
Right. Okay.
Which I was so bummed. That was a good one.
That was
too.
good as well.
Yeah, I don't understand. Anyway, best thing to watch this week: Pixar movie called Soul. Now, see, I watched Soul when it came out on Disney during the pandemic. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
not
it.
so
It
much.
just
Oh.
no. It was fine. Yeah.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you connected to it too, Selma. That's great. I mean, that's why we watch these things, right? So that it makes us feel good and connects. Ted, hilarious. Oh, you really like this, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan of the Dirk Gently series. So it was a Netflix original, I'm guessing in collaboration with BBC. You can also get like the books. You can also get the audio plays on vinyl. But it never finished the story. So we had like 2 amazing seasons. Elijah Wood was incredible. But yeah, it you ever wanted to see a cat shark? It's so good. It's so quirky. Chris, you would absolutely love it. Like, this is definitely up your street.
Oh, I want to, but I think Badger is talking about the series from 2010 to 2012.
What?
Yeah. It's on BritBox.
What?
Yeah. So before Netflix, before Elijah Wood.
Oh, no. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, okay. I may have to go and watch that. It's a 1 season, 4 episodes.
Wow. That's purely British right there.
That's so British.
Oh, hey Tara, good to see you. Oh, Josh Brolin said that filming has completed. Sweet.
Oh, nice.
So good.
Okay.
So good. Cannot wait for Outer Range.
That's so good.
Seth MacFarlane's better in episodic short comedy than features.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Although he's doing like feature length episodes on the Orville, and they're really good.
Oh, are they like hour and a half, 2 hour episodes?
Yeah, some of them are an hour and a half. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, everybody seems to be liking Outer Range. If you've not seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Kamui.
Ninja Kamui is good. Is that new?
But that name is from Kamui is from X. I know that.
Oh, it is new.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm definitely going to stick that on the list. Thanks. Oh, it looks dark. Okay.
The baby shower scene about guessing the name. Oh, yes, in Madam Web.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was cringy and slow and yeah, agreed.
Didn't need to be in the movie, to be honest.
No, it didn't. It didn't help anything. Why did the guy look? That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah.
Why was he so good looking?
That's so good. You're right, because it was a drastic difference and it made no sense.
Did the tribe evolve?
Well, maybe. They got some funding. Well, it was because of the research in the Amazons on spiders.
Yeah.
Funding money came in and they were able to buy
Elon
a
Musk
different
money
wardrobe.
came in.
Oh, Lord. Let's not say that name on here anymore.
The Musk.
Yeah, Megamind, one of the favorites. Oh, Monsters. Ooh.
Yeah, that's also really good.
Susan.
Yeah.
Ooh, say it again.
I love Monsters vs. Aliens. It's good fun.
Yeah. And Shul. Megamind is great also, yes.
Spider.
Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, it's good fun. They're filming or have finished filming the final season. So it's, I think, season 5, and it's going to be a complete story. Yeah.
Okay. And Badger said Dirk Gently is very short-lived, but very British.
Yes.
That sounds cool to me. Yeah.
Quirky, funny, comedic.
Yeah. So I'll have to watch that one and the Elijah Wood one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let's hit up some
Some news?
Entertainment news?
Okay. Galactus apparently is the main villain in Fantastic Four.
Uh-huh.
And Javier Bardem is still the top choice to play him, and Marvel is working out filming around his schedule. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we have a blobby version of Galactus in Ryan Reynolds' terrible superhero movie, The Green Lantern?
Maybe. Wasn't Galactus, though, in the Eternals?
No.
What was that big thing's name?
Those things are the Colossuses. They make the universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, he may be one of those.
Okay.
But yeah, Galactus is a world destroyer, and Silver Surfer works for him, as he goes ahead and checks out all the planets.
Oh, that's right. That was in Fantastic 8, right?
Mm.
Because it had Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four 2.
Yeah.
Or 42, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Exactly.
In case anybody was wondering.
But I like the idea of Javier Bardem playing Galactus.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Celestials, that's what you're thinking. Yeah, thank you, Badger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Okay, this makes me happy. Sam Rockwell, Haley Lou Richardson, Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz, Juno Temple are going to star in Gore Verbinski's Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh.
And it follows a man who arrives at a diner, claims to be from the future. The patrons must join him to save the world from rogue AI. The thumbnail that I saw had Sam Rockwell putting a silencer on a gun. I don't know if that was taken from some other movie or what, because it could have been like Mr. Right.
Mr. Right, yeah.
But, dude, you got Sam Rockwell in it. That's all I needed.
I thought that's all I needed, but then Argyle happened, and,
He was still great in it.
He was still very good in that, yeah. That film, though, wow.
Oh, yeah.
The first trailer for Chicken Nugget has dropped. It's a new series about a man whose daughter is turned into a chicken nugget. How's that? Who pitches this stuff? Also, I want to see it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Well, there's another Netflix series coming out, or movie. Oh, crap, and I can't remember because it's A Round of Applause. So it's about this. This comes out at the end of the month, but the child, it's mom, dad, and kid, and the child questions the very nature of existence with a longing for his past life as an orange.
Okay.
I want to see that so bad. And the chicken nugget one too. That's
Amazing.
Okay, so I'm intrigued by this.
All right.
As if Oppenheimer was not a horror already, especially with some of those sequences. But
Are you gonna say
Christopher Nolan,
black and white version or something.
yeah, no, Christopher Nolan says he wants to make a horror movie. He's
Okay.
looking for inspiration and for the right story. I saw some comments. People are like, "It'll be twisted and nobody will understand it." Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, possibly. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
This news has me a bit miffed.
Uh-huh.
Kevin Feige told Mark Ruffalo that Hulk will never get another solo movie.
Why?
I don't know, because his story is rich. There's lots of amazing stories. We've been wanting to see a proper Planet Hulk for ages. There's so many variations of Hulk, like other Hulks that he can fight, or there's some really great story, and he just says no. I don't know if they believe that he can't carry it, but Mark Ruffalo has never had the chance to do it. Like, we've had other actors do Singular, but he's never.
And he's
Maybe it's too much CG.
Come on. Oh, no, it can't be. What Endgame was I mean,
All CG.
yeah. So what? No. I mean, most of these movies are all CG. That's a bummer, because Mark Ruffalo is like a top tier actor.
Yeah.
And I think,
He could carry that really well.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I just carry on with the crappy news so we can get that out of the way?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So David Fincher is quietly working on a US remake of Squid Game for Netflix.
Yeah, you told me that this week and it pissed me off.
There's so much wrong with that statement.
Do we have Mindhunter? The next season of Mindhunter? Anyone? Anyone? No.
We don't.
No. Do we have a wildly successful Korean series? Yes.
Which
we
is getting
do.
a second season this year as well.
Yeah. Do we need an Americanized version of that?
Didn't all, like, I'm pretty sure there were millions and millions of Americans that watched the Korean version.
Yes.
Why do we need the American version? We don't need to Americanize everything.
I'm going to alienate so many people if I open my mouth.
Okay.
That news just made me unhappy.
I know. It's that's why I wanted to get it done, because it's
And I like
sucky.
David Fincher. Okay, I got something that is
Okay, yeah, do happy.
could be comedic or just tragic. I don't know yet.
Okay.
So you know that Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner were married for 13 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she is now in negotiations to star opposite Matt Damon in the Netflix movie Animals, which is a crime thriller obviously coming to Netflix,
Yeah.
directed by Ben Affleck. That could spell problems.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh. I don't know. Okay. I don't have any more news because
No, yeah, I'm done on the news as well.
you're done on the news too. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hit up the some of the things that are coming up this week, and then we can end up on the chat. That sound good?
Yeah, okay. While you do that, I will swap battery again.
Oh, okay. Let me find my mouse again. I'm gonna go to me for a second. Okay, so while Ruben's doing that, let's see. The first thing, there is a series. Is it a series? I believe it is. It's called Can I Tell You a Secret? Coming to Netflix, and I think it's documentary. And it's let me make sure here. I'm looking this up. It's a story of some of the women targeted by serial stalker Matthew Hardy, who I'm trying to bring Ruben back here. There you go. In early 2022, received the longest custodial sentence in British history for stalking online. So It's a documentary film, not a series. I misspoke there, which is outstanding because that's even better because it means that we're...
What's it called?
Can I tell you a secret? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this. So excited. Have you heard of it? You seen it?
Yeah, but it's a limited series. Oh, it's got 2 episodes.
Oh, that's so weird because Netflix also classified it as a film.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
It's basically just under 2 hours. Each episode is 50 minutes. So.
You have it?
Yeah.
Suck.
Okay.
Also, that was the only thing I had started with, so I didn't.
Okay, cool.
Constellation comes out on Apple on Wednesday, the 21st.
Oh, it's finally coming out. Okay.
Yes.
Is it really not out yet?
No.
Oh, I thought someone was talking about it in the comments earlier.
They were looking forward to it because it comes out very recently or very soon. Yeah.
very soon. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then, what do you got?
I mean, obviously, The Last Airbender comes out this week, so very much looking forward to that.
There is
no anime. I was just saying, there's no anime coming to Netflix this week. So
there is an animated series though coming to Prime.
Oh, what's that?
The second best hospital in the galaxy.
That sounds great.
It's a season, so I don't know. It looks weird. It's definitely adult animation,
Right.
and stuff there.
Oh, I see the style. Okay, so like Rick and Morty sort of style. Yeah.
Drive Away Dolls. I'm super excited.
That's finally coming to cinemas.
Yes. Mea Culpa, coming to Netflix on Friday the 23rd. It is a Tyler Perry movie. I don't know. I have not had great luck with some of Tyler Perry's
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't. Are there any good Tyler Perry movies?
There are a couple that people had recommended to me. I haven't had a chance to check out all those. I did not a fan of like the Medea ones and stuff,
Yeah,
which
no.
is fine.
No, I didn't find them funny. So.
Yeah. So, that's all
Yeah, I don't have
There's
much.
a
I mean,
slow week.
I do actually. I lie. I do have a couple of indie films. Do you want to hear? I think. Therefore, I am. I think there's been a few that are already out in America, but they're coming to digital release.
Okay.
At least here. So, American Star, that comes to digital release on the 23rd in the UK. It's never heard of it. It's definitely out in. So it's Vertigo releasing it. It's Ian McShane, who I really like as an actor. It's an assassin film. Looks very indie. Looks interesting.
Okay.
So there's
It's
that
available
one.
on Prime
Yeah.
here.
On Prime. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay. What's one of
Yeah, I'm just finding. Oh, did you hear about Greenland Migration?
Is this a sequel to the?
Yeah, it's a sequel to. Yeah, it's actually been greenlit. Jared Butler and Morena Baccarin are back reprising their roles. So I was like, oh.
Wow. No, I
Okay.
didn't.
Okay.
Did he do the first? The director. So Rick Roman Waugh directed the first Greenland. So at least he'll bring back, I hope, the same sensibilities. Okay.
I hope so. Yeah. And I'm trying to find those others. They've just disappeared. Never mind. I will update next week when I've actually seen them, because I haven't seen them yet. But I know there's a couple that are coming out to digital this week, so maybe I'll talk about them in our actual the best thing we watched, or worst thing, depending.
Could be. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's hit to the comments. That sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Let me. Oh, sorry. I need to find my mouse. I have so many monitors that I lose my mouse all the time. I'm going to scroll back up to the top because we have a bunch here to hit it. Oh crap! No, I thought I had starred the one that I needed to go to. Here we go. Damsel.
Not
I have
yet.
not gotten screeners yet for it. No.
Fingers crossed. I mean, they're very tight when it comes to their big Friday releases, which are often not as good as they're promoting them. I'm hoping this one is good because it looks really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch it regardless. Like, it looks like a good popcorn movie.
I think so. I think it'll be fun. I like her. I like her as Enola Holmes. I know a lot of people didn't like that and trash those movies, but I had fun with them just because they were silly and lighthearted and just a reimagining type thing. Green Lantern is DC Parallax.
It's so true. Yeah, so it wasn't Galactus. Yeah, it was Parallax.
Mr. Flixer, I am glad that you enjoyed the Chicken Run sequel on Netflix. I turned it off several minutes into it because I just couldn't. So, yeah. Ruben, did you ever watch it?
Yeah, no, I also turned it off. So, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Squid Game, won't watch season 2 and won't watch any remake. I certainly am not going to watch the remake. Ruben, you watched the Korean remake of Money Heist, right?
Yeah.
Did you like that? Was that a good
I
idea?
thought it was well made. I just didn't think there was any need for it.
Yeah.
It didn't change. It didn't change enough, and it was probably slower in pacing than the original. So yeah. If you're gonna make something, if you're gonna remake for your own, it needs to be either better quality to get those people to want to watch it, or be something completely different with the same title just to make money off the title. Yeah. So I don't know.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
Skadoosh.
Yeah, that's very much on my watch list. Soon, I think, somewhere in March.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I got a screening invite for it.
Nice.
Like that. So,
Can you send it to me?
yes, and you can stay here. That'd be good. America's ouch. British series Being Human and Ghosts are better than the American show.
Yeah, the Being Human, the original British series is a load better than the American version. Yeah.
Well, it seems like maybe outside of The Office, that tends to be the thing.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, being British, I think the British are biased towards their own stuff.
I'm British. I'm not British. And I'm biased towards their stuff too.
It's true. That's very true.
Manhunt. Yeah, I am really
Yes.
looking forward to this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have some of the I have the screeners for that. So I need to. I don't remember when it comes out though. It comes out in
It's fairly
early
soon.
March.
I think it's March, yeah.
Yeah, early March. So that'll be good. Yeah. I've seen Death and Other Details.
I have the screens for this, I think.
What is it?
I think it's
this is
Hulu,
on
isn't it?
Hulu? Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't it isn't
I think it's
good.
out. Oh, it's not good. Okay. I'm not going to be... I'll be missing that then. Thank you, Bunny Jojo.
Yeah, no, that's great because that's it looked intriguing, but it also looked like it was trying to be a cross between Knives Out and Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah,
You know, and
it did. Yeah. Maybe it just couldn't stick the landing on either one, so...
maybe, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, unless that's all the comments, I think. So, thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us, for watching, for tuning in, whether you're watching on the replay. And thank you to everybody that joined us live. This is outstanding. As a reminder, we're going to come back live next week. Also, don't forget about our Patreon, patreon.com/thebearded ones, the entry point £1. Where Ruben said we have over 95 videos in there.
I think so. It's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't say that as a bad thing. I'm just shocked that that's how many we've done. So, thanks again for that. Always like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. This is especially if you're watching on Chris's channel. Head over to Ruben and watch him and subscribe to him. Check out his reviews. If you're on
stalk
Ruben's
me, please.
Yes. Well, no, you don't want weirdos. We don't have any weirdos, but you don't want weirdos.
What are you talking about? We're all weirdos.
Oh, I'm weirdo. We're all weird down here. So, all right. Yep. Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Toodles.
And we will, as soon as I can find the right button, we will see you next week. Oh, no. Wait. We do have a podcast, too. So if you're into podcasts, even though this one is the full thing anyway, and you would only be hearing what you have heard, there are previous versions that anywhere you listened to podcasts where you can access this. So I invite you to check out there. It's just the best thing we watched this week. You can search it anywhere and find it. With that, hey, we will see you next week, all right? Take care.